was like, holy shit, what I've created this beast. And some of the comments, dude, are just like, like at first I would get a little offended by some of them. And then it got to a point where there were so many comments that I just like, it kind of was entertaining to go see some of them because people are just, I don't know, wild. But that's not like, that wasn't a podcast video. That was like a produced video where I like had an opinion on something, you know what I mean? And so it was kind of like, I was asking for it a little bit on something like that.
But you didn't know because it was a throwaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was totally like, well, I actually went down a rabbit hole on, I was trying to figure out a solution for what would happen if my bike got stolen while I was resupplying on a bikepacking ride. Like what would actually happen? What would I do? Would I call the cops? Would I chase some tweaker down or whatever that was running off with my bike? You know, because like people talk about that. You're like at the Maverick in Cottonwood or whatever, and you have a $5,000 Epic Evo sitting out in front with no lock on it.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes. You know what I mean? There's a good chance that if you're in the wrong time of day, that bike's going to get lifted.
Yep.
So I was exploring the idea of what are the security options for that. And if you put an AirTag on, would it actually, number one, would you be able to locate it through the network of, like AirTags they work off of like the network of iPhones. So they have to be around other iPhones. So that was technically, was it possible for that to work? And then the second part of it was legally, if I call the police and we go to where the AirTag is, are they allowed to like go in and whatever? Like, is that enough evidence for an officer to go in and extract a bike? And it's not. They're not. So it backs up against search and seizure constitutional issues. You can't just like let's say like somebody steals your bike, takes it to like a storage unit. You can't just like go in that storage unit looking for the bike, even though the AirTag, even though you have proof that your bike is inside there. The officer can't just go in there.
Really?
Yeah, they have to have permission. Yeah, like that's part of the Constitution. So like there's a big issue there, right? So like you could have an AirTag and you could know exactly where your bike is, but legally you have to go through the due process to get it out. Now what the police officer could do is they could knock on the front door of the person's house and say, look, we know you have something in there. We know you have this bike in there. It belongs to this person here. And they could say, fuck you, officer.
Yeah.
And the cop can't do anything.
Unless they have to go and probably get a warrant.
Yeah.
Which takes a lot of time.
Your bike's going to be in pieces or gone by then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the person that answers the door could have a panic attack and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, here's the bike. Or you could say, I'm not going to press charges. We just want the bike back. But the possibility of recovering your bike is shifty because of constitutional laws in the US, right? Which is very interesting. So I went down this rabbit hole, dude, on this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, all right, I'm going to put this on the internet for everybody else to like, whatever, give their opinion on. And then it just like, dude, I was like, what? And everybody's like, it got into all these, there's all these like legal trolls going back and forth in the comments. And